Hey everybody, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. We audio engineers do a lot of work we are not getting awarded for, and one of those things is time stretching, which is actually making a performance better than it was before. And right now I'm showing you how time stretching works in Pro Tools. Let's go! To enable time stretching, you have to click over here, the Elastic Audio plugin selector, and you can select one of the algorithms. More on that later in this video. So let's select Polyphonic for now, so I can demo you how it works. The first way to do time stretching in Pro Tools is by changing the trim tool to the TCE tool. Like that. And now we can stretch or crimp our audio pretty simply. So we can make it short or very slow. But that isn't always easy. If you have to stretch whole regions, you still have to do a lot of editing. So the other way to do it is by changing waveform to warp over here. Zoom in a bit. And now we see things called warp markers. And this is pretty easy. We can just double click them to make them solid and adjust them like real elastics. And we can warp our performance however we want to have it warped. And we can also do this a bit more intelligently by going to Event Operations, Quantize. And what we can do over here is quantize everything on a grid. So a 16th note, a 32th note, an 8th note grid. And we can also choose to randomize things a bit, add swing to it, all that kind of stuff, and then press apply. It will then quantize all the, well in this case 8th notes to the most nearest grid position it can find. To be honest, I never use it because if you do it, or it makes a lot of mistakes, or it sounds very plasticky. So I always time stretch everything by hand. And yeah, that's a lot of work, but it pays off in the end. So there are a few different algorithms to time stretch with. The first one is Polyphonic, which stands for multiple different sounds or sound sources, poly. And when using full mixes, so a stereo, bounce or something, Polyphonic is one of the best algorithms to use because it can handle a lot of different sounds inside of a file. However, when you're stretching on a drum kit or on something rhythmic, it's better to use the rhythmic mode. And what rhythmic does, it actually chops up the audio in pieces and works on the sustain and not on the attack of the audio. Because when using Polyphonic on percussive instruments, you will lose a lot of transient response from it. So I really like to use rhythmic in that case. For things like vocals or bass guitar tracks or things that really only sing or play one tone, you can use Monophonic. Monophonic is really focused on that monophonic sound. It works way better than Polyphonic for that. The last one is a vari-speed, and this is actually the old school mode as I call it. And what it does is, well, it doesn't really time stretch. It really just plays it quicker. Like that, or slower of course if you... So it's more like an effect kind of way of working with it. Then the last one is X-form. X-form is rendered, so it takes up a lot of time on your computer. Really, if you have a slow computer, then it will take ages. But X-form tries to be the best of all worlds. To be honest, I don't think that it's the best, although it's rendered and it takes a lot of time to process and it should be the best one. I most of the time just choose the one that suits the thing I am stretching. So yeah, try all the features out so you know what they do. You will quickly hear what they do and you will quickly be able to select the correct one. And with that being said, I want to end this video over here. This video was sponsored by patrons. You can also become one by clicking over here. Leave comments, likes, dislikes, and a subscribe maybe below. Check out other videos, they are free. You can check them over here. Thanks a lot for watching this video and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye bye.